dear class. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, I'm so excited. Today we'll explore a spell to stop fearing what they think and 5 mind-changing facts about thoughts that calm social anxiety and self-doubt. Come on in, witches and wizards, welcome and take your soft seats. For new students here, I'm Professor Sophie, your guide to practical magic here at Hogwarts. I'm here to help you deal with everyday muggle problems and teach you spells to live softer and happier lives. I just moved in, so it might be a bit chilly at first, but wrap yourself in a cozy blanket and soon your cups will fill with something warm. Before we start, if you'd like to attend more lessons like this, go ahead and tap the subscribe button. That way, my owl will know where to find you next time. Ready? Let's begin! In our very first class, we spoke about the magic of being your true self. If you missed it, don't worry, there's always the time turner in a drawer of your desk. But sadly, many witches, wizards, or muggles alike will go their entire lives without ever doing what they truly dreamt of. Why? Because they are afraid of what others might think. And the strange twist is, most of them never even hear what others think. They never face real life at all, only their fear of it. Let's take our microscopes and look closely at 5 curious facts about how thoughts form in our mind. Because understanding this will shatter your fear of what others might think. Fact number 1. The fear always assumes the worst. Have you noticed that this question, what will people think, never shows up in a positive way? No one ever whispers it with wonder when you do something brave or beautiful. Wow, you followed your dream! What will people think? No. Never. If someone says it, they usually mean you've done something wrong, you messed up, you need to fix it. It starts when we are small, running outside in a stained t-shirt, full of joy and wonder, and your mom says, "Oh no, where are you going like that? What will people think?" As if the only possible answer is, she is messy, her mom is careless. As if no one could possibly think, she was having fun, she's wild and free. From the very start, we are trained to believe that being noticed means something is wrong with us. So, how are we supposed to express ourselves? How are we meant to show up and shine when we expect the world to immediately poke holes in us, to criticize, to whisper behind our backs? It's so hard to live in a world like that. That's why I want to teach you a spell. Start placing positive thoughts in other people's minds. In your imagination, of course. After all, if you are going to make something up, why not make it something good? Say I'm at a party in a great hall. I look around the room and start casting. That witch thinks I'm beautiful. That wizard, he likes my dress. This professor, he thinks I'm clever. Even the grumpy one, he is secretly admiring my eyeliner. Or maybe I step into a silent elevator at Gringotts. Only goblins stand around me, eyes glued to their boots. That awkward situation. And I wonder, what are they thinking? Since I'm already imagining their thoughts, why not have a little fun? Maybe the goblins are secretly humming Bruno Mars. Because this tune has been a buzzing earworm in my head. Suddenly, the stiff elevator ride feels less like a chore and more fun. Because, again, you don't really know what they are thinking. And then, something starts to shift. When you imagine others seeing you in a good light, you change. Your shoulders soften, your face relaxes, your energy becomes warm and open, and people notice. You become more likable, they admire you, And then a little feedback loop begins. You see yourself through their admiring eyes, and slowly, softly, you become more beautiful to yourself and to them. Fact number 2. What people think lives in your own head. I've never seen someone's thoughts, have you? No witch, wizard, or muggle scientist ever has. So every time you worried about what people might think of you, it was a story in your mind. And somehow your version was always so cruel. Yes, maybe that started in childhood, but even that's not about blaming our parents. They got it from their parents, who got it from theirs. It's a spell that's been passed down without question. Poisoned kind of protection. But now, you got to question it. Do you want to keep it? Do you choose it? When we were little, our parents were trying to protect us. From strangers, from shame, from being too different. But then we grew up. And we kept protecting ourselves in the same way, still acting like the world is entirely dangerous. Maybe it's time to stop, because people can't think good things about you until you let them. Do you see? This is happening on your territory, in your mind. Fact number 3. Your mind has double standards. Now you might say, but not everyone sees me as smart. I'm probably just imagining that. Isn't it funny how the mind works? When you used to imagine someone judging you, your mind never asked, but is that really true? But the moment you try to imagine something positive, your mind jumps in. Where is the proof? If it's good, we need evidence. I'm not playing this feel-good game without facts. Fact number 4. One criticism can rewrite your reality. You may also worry, but how do I not lose touch with reality? Well, maybe losing that version of reality isn't such a bad thing, because what you call reality is often just an inner story your mind has written. Your mind doesn't really care about objective reality. And I'm not even sure if it exists. It creates its own, usually filled with tension and fear. Imagine walking through the same forest 100 times, loving every tree, and then one day you spot a spider, or you just see a shadow but you think it's a spider. Suddenly, it's no longer just a forest. It's the forest with a spider. That one moment becomes everything. Your mind gives that single fear all its power, and it kind of makes sense because spiders can be dangerous. But your mind does this with your life too. Maybe you were a child happily expressing yourself and someone in a bad mood said something mean. You carried that one comment for decades. Even if you have received 1,000 compliments, one piece of criticism can stick like a stubborn spell. It transforms your whole beautiful forest into a forest of spiders, into a forest of shadows, into a forest of hate. So yes, maybe this version of reality is worth losing. Fact number 5. Statistics say we all think differently. Now, let's think. If I do something, I don't know, put my new dress with sparkly wings, and 10 people see it, will they all think the same thing? Of course not.
So magical.
So childish.
Weirdo. Where did she buy that dress?
I'm so hungry.
Uh...
What day is it today?
She's so beautiful.
Let's go further. Even one single person, will they always think the same thing about me? Maybe today that person just returned from a peaceful retreat, glowing, inspired, open to everything, cheering for every act of courage. Or maybe that person just argued with their boss. The paycheck is late, and that person could be in a completely different mood. Same person, different thoughts. Let me tell you even more. Sometimes, even if you ask someone directly, what do you think about this? They'll say, I don't know, I haven't really thought about that. So why, out of all the possible thoughts, do we always pick the worst ones? Why are we so loyal to the negative voices? What will people think? They'll think something great. Why not? Why don't we let those kind voices speak in our heads too? It's like tuning into a radio. There are endless stations, but we've been stuck on the static of self-doubt. But we can change the station, right? We can say, that's enough. I'm tired of listening to the critics. Let me hear something kind and nice for once. Your mind is already broadcasting thoughts, so why not choose the warmest, kindest station? Self-doubt FM, they are laughing to Courage 101. They admire my bravery. It's your radio. Why suffer when you can listen to something uplifting? Why do we even let people live in our minds? People who don't even like us. Why give space to these imaginary tenants who insult us and think badly of us? If they can't think something nice, they need to move out. What rent are they even paying? Insults? Let the ones stay who cheer us on, who inspire us. I still hear the voice of my history teacher. She coached me before my big exam. She always said, Sophie, you've got this. You're brilliant. That's the kind of person worth keeping in your head. In the end, what matters most isn't what someone thinks of you in an elevator or in the Great Hall. What matters is whether you're able to fully express yourself, to fully show up, to do what truly matters to you without shrinking in fear of someone's silent judgment. That's the real freedom. For your homework, dear students, I want you to try putting positive thought in other people's head. It will feel weird at first, but trust me, you'll be surprised how much this simple exercise can change your life. If you want, share some funny thoughts in the comments so other students can use them to put in other heads. Almost forgot, if your journals need a touch of magic, I have a beautiful sticker shop on Diagon Alley called Ozorowitch. You can enter it through Etsy portal. It's full of cozy stickers, perfect for beautiful planners. And if today's class warmed your heart even a little, tap like and subscribe. Class dismissed, dear students. Close your books, but keep your hearts open.